Alright, welcome to Relax Career channel. I'm sure you guys might have some problem that I encounter when you create your own mesh for Metahuman. That when you create the animation, that you feels like it's a little bit like I don't know hard, like not natural in some sort of way. So now we finally something new from Unreal Engine that announced 2 months ago by using Unreal Animator that we can have more natural performance on the animation facial expression. So today this tutorial is gonna teach you guys how to do it as a really simple level. And if you didn't watch the previous video on how to use the mesh metahuman, is fine too, because we are gonna able to use the footage to make your new metahuman too. But if you did watch the previous video, it will be a plus because you can actually apply your metahuman from the previous video immediately from your new animation that you get from the animator. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, first we're gonna prepare the project. Let's start the empty project and make sure you logged into your Quicksort Bridge for Metahuman. Okay, so some of you could be like me, that you have the old Metahuman. Then in that case, you might want to go to the Metahuman creators to update your Metahuman so that you can use in the Unreal Engine 5.2. Or else you won't be able to use today's tutorial Metahuman Animator. And make sure you go to the Metahuman plugin to turn on the Metahuman. And restart. Alright, and then we want to go to the Metahuman we have, double click it. It's a little heavy. And certain missing plugins should pop up. Alright, then we want to enable all of those. Okay. 2, 3. Alright. Let it load a bit before we restart it. Okay, now I can restart. So now we restart the Metahuman plugin and everything that we're missing from Metahuman, and we could start the Metahuman to check it out. Okay, everything seems fine. It's actually better than the previous version. Looks pretty good. It's good details. And now we are in the iPhone screen. So in the iPhone screen, I want you guys to make sure you turn on the Metahuman animators, because this time we're not using the live link like before. And then as you can see, it's my face. Alright. So make sure you have good lights and make sure your face, your hair is not gonna block your face when you move. Start record. Left. Right. Show your teeth.
My name is Kira. I am the Metahuman. Yeah.
Alright. Click on the bottom left corner. Export your scene to your Google Drive or whatever way you want. Then make sure you download it, right? Creating a new folder for Metahuman Animator. We capture source. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reference the storage that we download. Of course, there's a way you can do it in real time, but for today's tutorial, we're just gonna do the record one because it's easier instead of solving some sort of IP problem that everyone could have different problem on that. So I saved the file in the root, but I forget to unzip it. So I actually unzipped it and go to the storage again, and make sure you do that too. And save all. Alright, so now we go to the capture source. You should see the one with the green logo is the one that we can select as the capture source. You might have multiple if you put on your phone. In our case, we only have one record, so we select one, but you can select all and import it. Don't forget to add to call and then import it. And after the processing, it should import properly to your folder. Cool. So save all again. Now we're going to do the Metahuman Identity, which is a similar process with the mesh to Metahuman, but this time we're going to use the footage to make the Metahuman mesh or borrow it and then create a performance of that. In the back end, try to log in. Again, make sure you log into your Epic Game account and the Crystal Breach. Okay, so we choose our footage that we just imported. We're able to find it from the footage option. And then we just click on it. Okay, it took some time to load. Alright, so now we have the footage timeline, but we don't need that, so we're gonna close it. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the body. I don't know why this footage keep coming up, but let's close it. And let's adjust the body you like, and maybe the height too. But I don't like my avatar character to be too tall, so I just set as a normal one. Okay, so let's put the UI to the bottom because it's a bit annoying. Alright, let's check the tracks on the timeline. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do three things. We're gonna promote the front wheel and the right and the left. So we are doing the front right now. You don't want to do too much on this process, and you want to make sure you find the right sport. So you use the free camera to actually choose the scene that you like. We promoted the first frame really quickly. We're searching for the right one when I'm looking to the right. So this is best sport because I can see my eyes and it's not blocking any edge of my eyes, or else it will influence the mesh, which we don't want. So I think this is a good right frame. And then afterward, I'm going to choose the left one, same theory. You don't want to create too much frame, or else we're going to overtrain the mesh to something else that we don't want. And it would decrease the quality probably. So the front, right, and left should be enough. The sequence didn't matter. You could do front, left, right, or left, right, front. As soon as I guess you have all those frames. But the first frame will always be the front. We did the identity resolve just like when we create a mesh to MetaHuman. Now we could compare by using different view to see. It's actually pretty good. To be honest, it's crazy good. I have to say, Epic Game Company is genius. Like what they're creating is really crazy. Now we just have the animator tutorial, but like think about if we also have the muscles part for the bodies, right? It's insane. And now we look into a different view, and I see no difference. And it's even better than my previous video on the mesh because my head is bigger on that mesh. But I guess I could modify it better. But the eyes is a little bit small, I guess, because it's based on I guess the video and the size. I don't know. In MetaHuman just tends to be small. And now I compare again while we're waiting the MetaHuman backend to upload to the server, upload the mesh to MetaHuman to server. Okay, so alright, it's completing soon. Alright, so now we have the MetaHuman on the cloud and also on our folders. What we want to do now is add the teeth to have a better performance. This is a bit tricky. You may notice when we record, I explicitly said show your teeth. It's because we need to do the teeth calibration to fit the teeth. So we find the scene that we show our teeth and create a new frame for that. But unfortunately, it's not too perfect on some of the resolvers, so I need to turn off the lower tooth and the tooth lower 2 one by one. So I'm going to do the first one first. Alright, so that disappear. Alright, you can see that is wrong. And then we turn it off. Okay. So now we press feed teeth. And please feel free to slow down the video if you think the process is too fast, because I don't want the videos to be too long, so I actually cut it. Okay, so we did the feed teeth. Alright, so we prepare for performance. This is the last step, and it really takes a while. Depends on your computer hardware performance. My computer is pretty powerful, so it only took me a couple minutes. Okay, so got that. Save all again as a habit. Okay, so I realized my cache is really low, so I'm gonna increase my cache for my new Unreal Engine 5.2 settings. So when you go to project setting, type caching, and just scroll down, and you can change the cache size to 2 GB. I mean, it depends on your computer. I just change it here for my thread to double it, basically double everything default, and I think my computer can handle it. Okay, so save all again as a habit. Now we go back to the map. I want to check out the skeletal mesh, and I say it looked pretty close like me. It actually looks like me. Look at the cheek. I mean, it do looks like me. Unreal Engine is pretty crazy. Now we finally go to the meat, which is the Metahuman Performance. So let's do that. Let's create a file. So what we're going to do here is we're going to process the whole thing so that we could have either the animation or the level sequence. So I choose the footage, which is pretty simple on the right. It automatically detect is my iPhone 12 and also choose the Metahuman Identity that I created. Afterward, you can see my head is not moving yet in the mesh, but my video is moving. The reason for that is I didn't do any processing yet. So I'm actually choosing the regions that I want to crop for my performance because I have, we have the calibration from the beginning of the video. So I crop it around 660 or 663. Okay, so over here, there's a start frame that we could change. And let's watch the thing. Okay, it's pretty short, so it should be around here. Let's go closer because I cannot see it. Okay, so around here. Alright, so there's still some good testing places that I want to test. I guess we'll just nearly get the whole thing. Let's put 1134. And okay. So now we press process. Alright, now it's processing. Alright, let's adjust the view a bit. It's a little bit weird. You see the mouth is very, very good. We'll have a closer look later. Okay, scroll in. Oh my goodness. Look at the facial expression, like it's way more natural than we just use the live link. Cause I don't know, have you tried or maybe watched the previous video in the Relax Career channel? Basically, we try a lot of different methods, and sometimes between the transition of the animation of the blend shape, it feels really not natural. But this time, after this process, actually it gets really natural. Yeah, we could try a different view. It looks really good. Man, like look at the mouth. It's insane. Now let's export the level sequence. We will do both. We'll export the level sequence first. Make sure you choose the processing range so that you don't export anything outside of that. Okay.
My name is Kira.
Play again. See the whole thing.
The Metahuman. Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good. And now let's export the animation sequence. Our final goal is we want to compare the video and our own Metahuman to see how nice it could be. Okay, so just make sure you choose your own face mesh for your Metahuman. I choose mine. that's why we prepared the whole setup, and it looks pretty natural. I mean, I don't like my old mesh of the head because it's from mesh to head Metahuman, but there's a lot of good details on that. That's why I keep it. And let's open the minimum default map. Basically, there's nothing there, right? And let's drop the Metahuman there. You could use your own, or you could use the default one. It's up to you. Fix the feet. Press the N key. Okay, pretty good. Alright, pretty good, pretty good. Alright. Alright, the next step is we want to go to the level sequence because I want to use it in this scene. So I'm gonna go there. As you see, when I double click it, it's already like import to the scene. And I just fixing the camera. I mean, you don't have to fix the camera since we're not recording anything anyway. And we're gonna fix the video too because we want the video to go nice, but this position should be a little bit back. All right. So let's change the location and the angle of the video so that we could compare side by side. Okay, we'll try to do this too. But I think this thing might reset itself. Okay, this is redundant, but anyways. Okay, right here. Okay, so now we want to add our Metahuman actor to the sequence. Choose our Metahuman to the sequence. And the next thing is we want to make sure we have the face tracked in the sequence. Okay, so go add face. After that, we want to choose our animation, which is the top one, but just in case you want to look into the bottom. Okay, now we have it, but this face control is blocking us, so I removed it, and now you can see it's moving, but it's not sync. Okay, so let's fix that. Okay, they should be around here. Okay, so free frame difference. Alright, now it's perfect. You might don't have to do this step because how I cropped it differently.
My name is Kira.
Final result.
I am the Metahuman.
Alright guys, thanks for watching.